Are you sure you're not making these common teaching mistakes? Even the best English as a foreign language teachers sometimes fall into this trap without realizing it. In this video, we'll break down the top errors many teachers make and their impact on your students. Stick around, your teaching might never be the same. Hello there, I'm an English language teaching supervisor from Burkina Faso. Let us jump in. Here are 7 phrases many evil teachers get wrong and what you can say instead. First, a phrase many teachers use when introducing a topic, we are going to see. For example, good morning class, today we are going to see the simple present tense. The problem in this sentence is the verb see. If you are a Francophone teacher of English, you probably made this mistake at least once because of French interference into English. While it is understandable, it is not the most natural English. I travel to some English-speaking countries and what I hear is not see, but they use another verb. See, for example, is passive. But there is another verb that you can use which is more active. To fix this problem, you can use look at. Today we are going to look at, or today we are going to explore. And sometimes you can even use to study. Today we are going to study. It's a subtle change, but it makes your language sound more fluent and clear. The second mistake is common during feedback sessions. Let us correct the test. Like the first one, this is also a mistake from literal translation from the French language. The problem here is correct is often associated with fixing errors. You correct a person, you correct a mistake, but you don't correct an exercise, you don't correct a test. You review it. A more appropriate phrase would be, let's go over the test, or let's check the answers. This focuses more on reviewing rather than just fixing. Here's a classic mistake. Explain me your problem. It's easy to see why this happens, especially for speakers of other languages where this structure is common, such as the French language. In English, though, the correct structure is explain your problem to me. Remember to include to after explain when specifying the person. Next up, this is a homework for you. Homework is an uncountable noun in English, so we don't use a before it. The correct phrase is this is homework for you, or simply this is your homework, or here is your homework. It's a small but important detail. Many English teachers say, open your exercise copybooks. While copybook is understood in some contexts, notebook is the correct word. Notebook or exercise book. So it's better to say, open your exercise books or open your notebooks. This is really common. My students are good in English, or they are excellent in French. In English, we use good at when referring to a person's skill in a given subject. So the correct phrase is, my students are good at French or English. It's all about using the right preposition. Finally, let's talk about we had a touristic trip last week. While touristic exists, native speakers never use it. The correct phrase would be, we had a tourist trip. We had a tourist trip last week. Tourist here is the adjective qualifying trip. This is a more natural way of expressing the idea. So never say again touristic trip, but tourist trip. So you have it, 7 common mistakes teachers make and how to correct them. We all make mistakes, but being aware is the first step to improving our teaching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to the channel so you will not miss our future tips. Let's keep learning and teaching differently.